third hand on that side, or you quit your right. There's a third one there. Okay, there's a man who wants to ask us a question. All right, so let's start with Namibia. Namibia wants to ask. Okay, yeah. I think you need to come this way. Okay. You can just stand up wherever you are. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I want to ask a question to my sisters from Nigeria. Inclusion has been mentioned. And as a financial services operator in Namibia who does investments, and as an ex-regulator, one of the key things of inclusivity to bring women, the mothers, the mama sitting on the street corner selling candies and fufu and all of those, is a mindset in terms of if you want to be included into the mainstream of policy or products and services that are offered by the financial sector or from the other areas of the government, gender equality, agriculture, all of that, is a matter of fighting for yourself. And the example that my sister from Kenya said goes down to women taking charge to be included, to be heard on the national level. Now, inclusivity goes with what my other sister said is, where is your mindset, where you want to go? And the question that I have is, I heard the next president of Nigeria being referred to as, the second highest office in Nigeria, to be the vice president of Nigeria, to be a woman. Why not the president? Number one. Why don't you aim for the highest office? And if you measure up to that, then you're automatically going to win. And if you don't win, then the next year, you're going to push even harder. Number two, the governors' forum, wives' forum. What happens if 5 states of Nigeria, governors becomes women? What forum are they? Are the men, the first men, going to join that forum? The reason I'm asking that question is it gives indication of the system has been set up that all the governors will always be male rather than a woman.
Thank you.
It's a mindset.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. So we need to check the superstructure that's affecting us. So we go to the second person. I'll come back. Yes, ma'am. I'll come back to you, ma. Yes, second person. No, she's here. She's here. Can someone help us with the mic? She's here, yeah. You have just 9 minutes. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I don't know if this is a question or a contribution, but I'll be addressing it to the governor's wives. You see, in Nigeria, I just noticed if you go to the market, we used to have women selling tomatoes, banana, and all the beans and co in the market. If you go to the market now, it's the men that are selling the tomatoes, they are the men selling onions, men are selling the beans. You can only find women selling vegetables. So we have gone back. It's only vegetables that women can sell now. And so I asked one Okada man, why is it so? He said, women don't have money anymore. It's men who can buy beans, men who can sell yam. You go now, it's men who are selling yam. So how can women... In fact, we can't do what is happening in Namibia because government does not own anything in Nigeria. We don't own any banks. Government does not own anything. So how can we put women in those positions? Women can only come in politics, and that is through appointments. I want to thank the governor of Kwara State. I want to thank them for the work they are doing in Kwara State.
I
want to suggest something. Please, we have education. You see, there's cutoff points for boys. When I went to school, there was cutoff point for boys and cutoff point for girls. And we still have cutoff point for students from the north and people from the south. Yeah. Please, can we have something for when women go for loan? That there should be yes.
You have made your point. Thank you very much.
Please,
so
thank
the
you
last
very much.
person, just 1 minute so that we allow them to respond back in a minute, and Our Excellency would also respond back. Yes, can we have the microphone on this side, please, quickly? Quickly, please. No, yeah, just 1 minute.
Thank you, dear panel. My name is Benson. I'm a journalist from Port Harcourt, River State. Was invited by a friend to this program. And my question is going to our sister Mofiliat, the ED of Sustainable Development. Ma, since after that time that the gender bills were thrown out, what have you people done?
Okay.
Since
Thank
then,
you.
up till now, we have not heard anything about
Okay.
it in the media. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So I will quickly go back first to Her Excellency before I come back to the panel. Ma, you have 2 minutes. We have just the mic, please, quickly.
Well, thank you very much. I think that was a very interesting panel. And yes, I'm glad that my sisters have stayed the course and are still here. I will answer first of all for the person who asked, why are we Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum? And, it's a mindset. It is not a mindset. You've heard, I am the chair of the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum, and you've heard what is happening in Kwara State. Kwara State today, has, all the women. We have it in selected states. You heard what Her Excellency Ebonyi spoke about, what is happening in Ebonyi. We heard what is happening in Ekiti. So we have some selected states that are doing that. We just need to up our ante and get our gender bills passed and a few other things. Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum, because we actually started as the Nigeria Governors' Wives Against Gender-Based Violence. We started as a response to a condition. We started during the pandemic, when there was a spike. I mean, my former chair is right here. We call her Chair Emeritus before I took over. Now, we started as the Nigeria Governors' Wives Against Gender-Based Violence because there was a spate in gender-based violence during the pandemic. We left that and became the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum. As we speak, we are changing our name to the Nigeria Governors' Spouses Forum. And that is currently
Thank you very much.
That is currently being done.
All right.
If I may answer the lady who spoke about, I think that
we
is
have 4
important.
minutes.
Okay, because that's also a question to us about there's nothing government does to empower women. In Kwara State, we have the QASIP, and that's the Kwara State Social Investment Program that gives women, money, 30,000, 40,000, targeted at market women, transporters, all the women farmers, and this I know is in several
come
states.
to this side,
Yeah,
Excellency. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I know that there are questions, particularly for Mufliat, but I will give all of us one minute to talk about your advice in one word. What is your advice for Nigerian women for repositioning ourselves for greater impact?
Thank you very much. I think as a Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Finance and Public Enterprises, I cannot leave the stage without talking about governance issues. I think it is important that as governments, we look at our systems and processes, transparency, and issues of corruption.
Thank you.
Because we are this owning society of what they can benefit if money is applied correctly. Also, a little bit, let's not leave the boy child behind.
Okay, thank you.
Girls have to marry
Don't leave the
them.
boy
Thank you.
child behind. The government must be transparent. Kenya, please. Kenya?
Thank you very much. My advice would be to the women who are seeking positions, elective positions. I would like to tell them, one, it's not about you, it's about what you can do for the people. So don't expect for people to go cheering you on. They'll say many bad things. So grow a thick skin, be brave, and go for that which you know will benefit your community and that which you believe in. Shake off the bad things and move forward. And be persistent. Know your ask and know why you want that position. Never agree to be a flower girl to a leader. always be seen, like the way I've seen the governor's spouses. That was one of the things we had said in 2013 when we took over the new constitution, that governor's spouses are not going to be flower girls just waving. They must have an agenda. So always have an agenda, and remember, your sister, especially the one in the village, is your sister.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So I'll quickly go to Fijabi. Just one sentence. You can respond to the other question later. Just one sentence about repositioning. You can respond after the show. Yes, after the show.
It's important I respond to the gender view.
Because we have 1 minute. So just say something that is important.
Okay, for the gender bills, it's because the National Assembly has just, of course, reconvened. I know a lot is going on around that for the bills to be represented, but with better strategy. So it's not, without the National Assembly in place, and you know that this year is a transitional year, we cannot push the gender bill. So, of course, efforts are on ground to make sure that they go back to the National Assembly. And I also want to say that there are lots of mentors here. I'm looking straight at Erelu Bisifayemi, who has been my own mentor and has always been there for me. I see Dame Paulintani, I'm seeing Madam Abdurazak here. There are several mentors, but it's not enough. More women need to become mentors. And it's not just mentorship in politics, but mentorship in development as well. You know, a lot of civil society organizations are also mentoring a lot of 1 minute, young people. So we should keep it up. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. So I go, your last word, yes.
Okay, quite a lot has been said. So I suppose maybe one key thing or two that I would add is, first of all, for those who are running or who are intent on running, ask yourself, why am I running? Answer the question of why. It's very, very important. If you're clear on your why, it keeps you going even the times when people come against you or people, put you down. You know why you ran there. And please, your why cannot be because you want to fill gender quota. Please, that cannot be, that's a given, right? But that cannot be your why. And then perhaps finally, learn the art of negotiating. We are born negotiators as women. Do you know the way, if we want to go on holiday somewhere and we are able to convince the men that it was their idea, but we know it was our idea, but in the other room we've been able to tell them that it is their idea through our actions, and then they end up suggesting to us to go to that place, but it was our idea. You get my drift? This is how we have to learn to negotiate. I'm a Yoruba girl, right? And there's a saying in the part of Nigeria, the Yoruba part where I come from. I'll say it and I'll translate. They say, Odi bati owo eni ba te kuida. Koto wa shekini. Where are the Yorubas in the room? Koto bere kuto pababaini.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have the power, then we can make more change.
All right, thank you so much. It's been a very wonderful session, and I must tell you, we have addressed a lot of issues: the issue of institution, system, attitude, structures. But I think most importantly, we have also agreed that there must be a rule of law, and we must have a gendered law, because before Nigerians can hold government accountable, and that's why the issue of gender bills is very important. And also the fact that it's also important for us to build solidarities among ourselves, engage with women in grassroots, so that, they can support women. We have had that kind of support. So sister, it's a pleasure having you on this panel, and I thank you very much. So if you are just joining us, this is Voice of Women 2023, Repositioning Women for Greater Impact. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We're just hearing about the One Bank app by Sterling. Well, let me cut you off before you get cancelled. We are talking about instant account opening, no paperwork required, and no waiting in line to hear a customer service officer say, please wait your turn, ma, and check this. I don't have to go to the bank to get a physical debit card because I created a virtual one to help with all my online purchases. I can see I have piqued your interest. Come closer. There's more. I can apply for and get an instant loan on my One Bank app via Spectre. I can also get up-to-date news on what's going on around me. What are you waiting for? Head over to your app store right now and get the One Bank app this minute. Do it now. Register. Open an account.
All right, thank you very much. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into the awards, and very fitting, the person to handle this is a passionate visionary, an avid gender inclusion advocate, an ideas person, broadcast journalist, poet, motivational speaker, author, once was an anchor person on Kakaki on AIT. I'd like to welcome here Adaura Onyechere Sydney Jack.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests of honor, members of Parliament, please indulge me as I stand on existing protocol. The day is far gone, and we've been part of a very exciting day, VAL 2023. A lot has been learned, and there's still a lot of learning going on. And I can tell you that I'm excited about the lessons learned in this room. And I think the last panel just put the icing on the cake. So thank you so much, Dr. Biola Kiyode, for that fantastic panel. It was quite engaging. Now it's time for us to give flowers to whom the flowers are due. It's time for us to honor those that we have in this room. Everybody is honored, quite exceptionally, but today we take time to really honor those this year in the VAL 2023 award. Indeed, before we go on with the awards, we would first like to have a quick message from Sterling Bank. All right. And just before we go for that Sterling Bank message, we do have a surprise. This time, the real flowers, the real bouquet in real time. And this is supposed to be a surprise, and I'm sure it is, because I'm sure she's not expecting this from some of her mentees. So I'll allow Honorable Zainab Marwa to do this honors and present this. Zainab, over to you. Tell us what all of this wonderful bouquet is about.
Good afternoon, everyone. Antito, please, ladies in the front row, please rise for her and hand her her flowers. Collect your flowers. Take them while you can still smell them. Go. Pick them. All of us are honoring you. We love you. Take your flowers. A round of applause for Antitong. She's the apple of our eye. When they talk about women supporting women, this is what they mean. All of us in this room have benefited from her, one way or the other. She does not ask anything in return. She supports all of us. So let us give her her flowers while she can still smell them, while she can still appreciate them, while she still lives and breathes. Let her take her flowers. We honor you, Auntie Tong. We are proud of you. We love you. All of the young women in Nigeria, we salute you. You have given us a voice, a safe